Hi, N.A.R.C.Troopers. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is close to my heart, and it has to do with betrayal following intimacy and trust. One of the hardest parts about coming to terms with narcissistic abuse recovery comes when we are trying to pull ourselves back together and put the pieces back together of our lives after they have been shattered by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. Someone with a cluster B personality disorder who is, for all practical purposes, impaired and incapable of reciprocating intimacy and that kind of attachment to a person and commitment. So I think that the worst part about this is that it's humiliating. It's degrading. It takes away your dignity. Because when we are in a relationship with someone, we show our vulnerability. We open ourselves up and expose our deepest parts of ourselves. When we are in a marriage or a long-term relationship with someone, you show that person all of your parts of yourself, every dimension, every corner, every nook and cranny. They've seen you naked. They've seen you at your most vulnerable and weak place where you're sick, you're throwing up, you're having tummy troubles in the bathroom, maybe you've just had a baby and you've got all your jiggly parts that are showing and stretch marks and whatnot. They've been through accidents and injuries and sicknesses, and they've seen you at your absolute worst. And you've also shown other intimacies to them with the intention of knowing that, this person's close, that you can count on them, that they're the special person that is privy to all of your secrets and all of your everything. So you don't go around showing that to everybody. It's very privileged information. It's like top secret. And there's risk-taking involved when you open yourself up to someone like that and you just show them and give them everything you've got. And there's something really wrong when, after doing that with that person and counting on them taking those things to their grave, and that's special for their eyes only, that they discard you suddenly, abruptly, without cause. And then they go on and they're with someone else. They replace you with multiple people. And it's like they take that part of you with them and you can't get it back. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. It's degrading. It's a loss of dignity. And like I said before, it's inevitable that you feel those things once you have opened up and trusted and become vulnerable like that with someone, and then they leave. They don't value it. You've given them the keys to the kingdom, and they have not appreciated it or cherished it for how special it is, for that part of you, that you gave to them. So what do you do when you feel bad about yourself, insecure, and broken, like you can't trust anybody else, ever, maybe? Like you don't want to be intimate with anyone else, ever, maybe? It's a really mixed bag, because I know for me, part of me is thinking, wow, it's been almost 9 months and I have been unable to be with anyone else or even to want to be with anyone else. And he's got someone new every day, maybe. He's not in his bed alone. He's got constant revolving door of replacements who are younger, prettier, more fun than I was. How do you deal with something like that? Because you keep thinking, well, I want to do that too. If what's good for the goose, if he's moved on and replaced me like the next day, then maybe I should do the same thing. But then you can't. Or you try and it ends disastrously, but you really can't. You can't win either way. Either you're alone in your bed, alone, and feeling sad about that, or you are trying to hook up with somebody just because he does, and then you feel bad about that, bad about yourself, angry at him for putting you in that situation. What the indignity there, it's gross. You're not ready. Maybe you're never going to be ready. But trust and intimacy and all of those things following a discard from a narcissist, it is damaging on multiple levels and can prevent you from being able to go on and do what you need to do to be happy, to be able to share your life with another person again. It's the ultimate betrayal. And I know in today's world, people talk about, oh my gosh, why does everything have to be like permanent? They want it to be just for now. For right now, let's just do this thing and not worry about tomorrow. And let's not worry about long-term relationships. And then, let's just hook up now. And then first date, it's not even a date. It's just a booty call or whatever. And then not worry about anything permanent. It'll be somebody new tomorrow, and that will be exciting and fun. And no, where's the intimacy, the commitment, the joy that comes from being completely unfiltered and open with someone and connected in those ways? I remember one of my last moments where I felt at peace with the world and like everything was fine. I was sitting on a plane with him just days before he left and asked for a divorce. Just days before he unexpectedly, out of nowhere, just one minute, I love you, I'm going to be here forever. And then the next minute, saying horrible things to me. We were sitting on this plane, and I remember putting my head over on his shoulder and taking a snapshot of us. And the look on my face when I look back at that is one of complete bliss. It's all I could ever hope for. That feeling with this man. At that moment, I had everything that I ever wanted. At that moment, I felt a complete peace, joy, comfort, love, just filled me like a light. And then he was gone. How do you move on from something like that when you feel like that for another human and they don't care? They don't know what that is. They've never felt it. They're incapable of feeling it. And all this time you just thought they felt it too, but they didn't. And they never will with anyone ever. They can't. I don't worry about him replacing me, maybe getting married and having children with someone else, or maybe whatever, because I know what he is. And in knowing that and accepting it, it allows me an opportunity to be grateful. Every day I pray to God and I say, thank you for this opportunity to take someone out of my life who is capable of doing what he did to me. Every day I thank God and say, thank you for removing this man who was capable of doing what he did to me. Because if he could do what he did to me, I wouldn't want him to stay and fake it or pretend or do whatever sick kind of thing that was. That's horrible that I was the only one feeling that thing and that he just can't and never will. The cruelty that came from him in the end, he said things like, I don't want you. I don't love you. I don't want to watch you get old and lay in a hospital bed gasping for breath and have to watch you die. I don't want to be there and have to watch you on your deathbed gasping for air in your final moments. I don't want that. He said that to me. He said other terrible things, but he said, I don't want to take care of you. I just want to take care of me. I don't want to take care of you. And that's after 16 years, almost 15 years of marriage. That's 5,226 days and nights. 5,200 some odd days and nights. He could have left. He could have said, this isn't what I want. I don't care about you. I don't love you. Stop being intimate with me. Stop showing me all of your parts of you and sharing that with me because I don't want that. For 5,200 some odd days, the door was right there. But he stayed day after day for over 5,000 days and nights. Maybe they say in the narcissistic cycle, at first there's ideation. Maybe he really did believe that I was the answer. Maybe he really believed that I had something to offer to save him, to help him, to make him better, to teach him things he needed to know, and that made him really value me. But then he didn't. And then he left. And that's what they do. So if you have one in your life, a narcissist, and he's your boyfriend or he's your husband or she's your girlfriend or she's your wife, this narcissist, they're going to leave you. It's just a matter of time. They're going to betray you. It's just a matter of time. Because they don't love you. They don't have a real soul like regular, normal people. It's a broken one, and it doesn't work, and it doesn't feel, and it doesn't know, it doesn't understand, and it's incapable of feeling intimacy or love. Only infatuation and ideation, idealization. It's not real. It's only about what can you do for me. So I just want to put that out there that, we know how to be intimate. We know how to love these people, but it's not reciprocated. And it's humiliating to share our most private and vulnerable parts of ourselves with people who take it and just throw it away and go on and move on to the next one and then the next one. Maybe it's going to be a long time till we're able to allow ourselves to feel anything for someone else or be intimate with someone else emotionally, physically, or in any way. But that's okay, because we need to take our time. We're raw, we're bloody, we're healing. And if you rush it, it's like breaking an arm or a leg, and then you're going out there running a marathon on that broken leg before it's healed. You know how that works out in the end, right? You know what the outcome is when you do that. You have to give it time to heal correctly, or you're going to have some forever problems. Give it time to heal correctly. And do what I do. Pray every day. Yeah, I'm alone, but I'm not going to open myself to anyone physically or emotionally until I'm ready, till I'm totally healed. And I'm depending on you, God, to help me with that and let me know when and if I'm ready. And until then, I am grateful. Thank you, God, for taking away this person who was capable of doing what they did to you. Coldly, ruthlessly, cruelly, unexpectedly, poof, just gone. If they could do that, why would you want them near you anyway? If they're capable of doing what they did, and they did, right? They did something inhumane. So think about that and be grateful and wait. And then hopefully, maybe, at some point in the future, we will be able to have that feeling like I had on that plane with this person that I loved with all my heart. Maybe I'll feel that again someday when I'm ready, if I'm ready, but not until. Okay, that's my message for today. Be well, everyone. Respect yourself, love yourself, protect yourself. The world's full of people who do not have your best interest at heart. Don't let them hurt you. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.